Welcome to the Windows channel, and this is a quick little video to talk about answer a few questions that people have been asking me about the Fall Creators Update. So I thought, why not, as we are getting close to the Fall Creators Update. Now, okay, first things first, a lot of people have been asking me, hey, you've got the Fall Creators Update. I've seen a video. Why do you have it, and can we have it? Is it finished? Okay, here's the thing. You see on the bottom right here on my screen, there's what we call a watermark. This is beta software. This is unfinished software when it has a watermark. So yes, this is Fall Creators Update, but it's not finished. There's some bugs, there's some problems. So first of all, these are insider previews, and no, they are not suitable for anyone that wants Fall Creators Update. Also, they have a time limit. As long as we're not in the real deal, this is still a beta software that will expire in February of 2018. So nope, we gotta wait. We're not there yet. Second question that's been asked by a lot of people: when is the Fall Creators Update arriving? It's arriving sometime in September. My take on this, and it's a personal thing. Creators Update was 1703 in its numbering. So it said March 2017, and it was released to everybody in April, early April. Now you might say, well, why didn't they, take number at 1704? Very simple. 1704, it didn't actually, it wasn't finished in April. It was finished in March. So us insiders had it about 2 weeks before in March. So it's a 1703. It's finished in March. But they released it first week of April, actually April 2nd, if I'm not mistaken. Now, here's the thing. In Fall Creators Update, I think we're going to be close to that type of time frame. So its number, the internal number of Fall Creators Update is 1709, which means September. So us insiders will have it in September, that's sure. Will everybody else get it in September? Possibly by the end of September. So I would think that the time frame for everybody in the rollout will be late, last week of September or early October, first week of October. How fast will I get Fall Creators Update? It's going to be pretty much a slow process, as the Creators Update was a slow process. So that means expect that if you took months for you to get the Creators Update, well, you'll get it'll take months before you get the Fall Creators Update. But that is all dependent on your hardware, and that's very important to know. So that means it's going to start rolling out. They're of course going to start very slowly to make sure that the rollout goes well. If there's any glitches, they'll stop, of course. And then it will slowly get faster and faster, just like the anniversary update was rolling out and the Creators Update was rolling out. If you're on anniversary update, will you jump over the Creators Update to get to the Fall Creators Update? No, you will not. You will have to get the Creators Update before. It is a requirement. You can't move from Anniversary Update to Fall Creators Update directly. It is a requirement because some files and some way the update works needs to have Creators Update installed. So you'll get Creators Update at some point, and at some point you'll get Fall Creators Update. But expect that if you get Creators Update in September, you'll get Fall Creators Update really late, because you'll also be on the last to get probably the Fall Creators Update, especially because they're not going to push 2 major updates in a week, for example, to you. That would be crazy. So that's what you need to know. Another question is, if I'm on anniversary update, is it possible I will never get Fall Careers Update or even Creators Update. It's not impossible. The Creators Update is rolling out. As we saw, there was about 60%, a little more than 60% of people had it. The thing is, there will be a small percentage that will be left behind because of some kind of hardware requirement or problem that will arrive that will actually do it like that. So remember that the Fall Careers Update might never arrive to you if you're still on Anniversary Update, and you might never get Creators Update either. But that's a small percentage, I have to tell you. You guys, there's still 30% of the people that didn't have Creators Update. In that 30%, 90% of them will get them with the Creators Update at some point. So there will be kind of a dual, update if you want. And that's what's going to happen. How will it be delivered? Well, it will be delivered via Windows Update. And so that means you will simply have a Windows Update at some point. That's going to actually be a big update, going to take some time to install, and it's going to arrive through your Windows Update. So that's how it's going to happen. You're going to get a, let's restart, and it's going to be longer than usual, longer than a cumulative update, and you'll be at Fall Careers Update. So these are all little things that's going to happen. Does it slow down PCs? Does it need, or does it require more power from the PC, more memory, and so on? It's not. This requirement is pretty much the same as Creators Update. There isn't really, this, for example, this machine here, which is pretty much at Fall Careers Update, very close, is a Core i3, and basically this machine is not the fastest machine, and I haven't seen any performance difference between Fall Careers Update and Creators Update and so on. So you know what? The requirements are the same. The speed at which Windows 10 will work will pretty much be the same. So I don't think that, if you have an old computer, that you'll see a difference in performance from one version to the other. They actually are working really, really hard to make these versions very, very sleek and very fast. So for now, you won't see a difference. And yes, even an older PC will still have the possibility to run it. If you've got Creators Update, you'll get at some point to Fall Creators Update. Can you prevent this from actually installing? Not really. Windows 10 and the core and the way that it's done, you don't really have that much choice of installing it. But of course, there are little tips and tricks that you can use. You can use a trick that actually, what it does is, put your computer on a metered connection. If you put on metered connection, what's going to happen, and this works now with all connections, your metered connection will actually prevent an install of this big chunk of update, because it will not let it go through, because you say that you don't have a lot of data. So there are little tips and tricks that you can use to prevent it, but for the most part, these are pushed to you, and that's pretty much it. And there's really not a lot you can do unless you're on advanced versions like Pro versions or Enterprise, which is different. And will it break some of my software that is installed? Technically, if you're running something on Creators Update or even on Anniversary Update, technically it should pretty much run on the Fall Creators Update. There hasn't been that much change in the core of the operating system for it to prevent you from running the software you already have. So I don't think, it's not impossible that there's this little thing here and there that breaks, but in general, pretty much everything that works already will still work in the Fall Careers Update. So that's pretty much what you've got to think about. And last but not least, is it the last update, or when is the next update? Well, the next update will be in March of 2018. We don't know a name yet, but we know that 2 updates a year will be the norm now for Windows if everything goes well. And the next update will be in March of 2018. So expect another one in the spring. And that, will be, of course, the next event, that will happen later. And finally, the last question that some people actually ask me is, are there a lot of new features? Will I see big differences immediately? No. You know what? If you are using Creators Update or even Anniversary Update, chances are when it updates, you're going to say, well, I don't see a difference in what's happening here. And that will be for a lot of you. A lot of you will say, well, I don't see a difference. I don't see what's new in here. I don't see what's changed. That will be for a lot of people. But yes, there are tons and tons of little updates in there. There's a lot of things that change. And of course, when it actually is officially out, we'll have the full review of this latest version. And you'll see that there are a lot of features. And also look at my, if you're interested to see what's going to happen in Fall Creators Update, what's new, look at my videos that I post about new builds all the time. You will see that every time there's a new build, I will be actually featuring a new option or a new feature of the Fall Creators Update. So that's pretty much the questions and answer that I have to do for people that were asking a lot of questions. And it probably actually it answers a lot of questions that a lot of you probably have and never asked. Usually these questions are very general, and a lot of people have the same questions about a new version of Windows. If you have any comments, questions, suggestions, by the way, ask away. We'll try to answer to our best of our knowledge. If you have any comments, and basically, if you like our videos, why not subscribe, give us thumbs up, and thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed our videos.